Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop RPGs with friends. This is part of the Intercontinental Group of Awesome. As you can see, I have the wonderful Morgan I'll be playing today because I get to be a player. This is Alex's amazing ongoing kind of saga of Monster of the Week that we play in dribs and drabs. Very excited that we'll be able to step back into this. So as you can see, I'll be playing Morgan the Monstrous, who is a wonderful, kind and caring monstrous person. So we'll kick it over to Alex, and if you want to give us just a quick rundown or just a, well, I don't know, maybe we should introduce characters and then we'll hand it off to Alex. That's what I'll do.
I was going to suggest we start with Morgan and maybe get a slightly more truthful description.
Oh, okay. Morgan is several hundred-year-old vampire. She does not drink blood. Well, I mean, she could, but she does not exist or subsist on blood. She is an emotional vampire, and her favorite flavor of emotion is sadness. So Morgan likes hanging around places like funeral homes, divorce recovery centers, you know, indie playhouse, like theater houses where they play sad movies. She probably goes and hangs out at the game store if they play story games and they're writing sad stuff on index cards. I could see her just kind of breezing by. But she probably wouldn't really get what they're talking about because Morgan tries, but she can't quite keep up with the vast change of technology in this generation. She's just a little bit behind. And she is the mentor to one of the characters here and a good friend to another and obsessed with a third. So this is quite a tangled web we've got here. Let's jump over to Jan. Jan, why don't you tell us who you're playing?
I am playing Vincent Sorelli, what was it called again? Crooked. He used to be part of the mob, where his dad is like a big shot. But eventually he got into some trouble with devil, demon, sold his soul a bit, you know, the usual stuff. And that's after that he sort of got out of the mob, but now it's been coming back again, and issues, man, issues. And also he's in a relationship with Morgan's rival, and yeah, no, that's been going well, good sometimes.
It's okay. We all know that you're miserable. Okay. Your character. I mean, Vinny has to be miserable with Jocelyn. Yona, why don't you tell us a bit about Bran?
I am playing Branwen. She's a spell slinger, and she's married to our chosen, who is not sadly here right now. I wonder where Ty is, actually. Anyway, this was supposed to be a girls' night out, and suddenly I see Vincent here. It's going to be an interesting girls' night out, definitely. Because wherever Vincent goes, there's going to be problems. Both lots of them. So this is going to be an amazing night.
Indeed, indeed. And last but not least, we have Will, who is playing James. No, I mean Jessica. I mean Jamesica.
Jamesica. It probably is a good one. Yeah, I'm playing James and Jessica. Two parts of a whole. Jessica is the ghost spirit twin of James, who possesses him and sometimes takes over. He has been aware of but not able to communicate with her until recently. Now James has the ability to communicate with Ghost. So this will be the first time he's been able to speak with Jessica since high school, and promptly be able to ask her why she's always getting him in so much trouble, because she tends to like to do things since she doesn't have to face the consequences. He does. And she's excited about the girls' night out. He is not so much, because he's out of the driver's seat.
Oh yeah, so that is all our wonderful characters. Well, minus one, sadly. I think Ty is off doing something with Father McCabe, his little priest ally. And since it is a girls' night out, and Vincent is here but wasn't part of the girls' night out. So anyway, for once, nothing is going wrong. Vincent hasn't got himself in hot water with the underworld, criminal or mystical. Well done. No one is attempting to bring on an apocalypse at the moment, and windows are stubbornly not being thrown through. Sounds like as good a time as any to let your hair down, put on your dancing shoes, and paint the town red, because who knows what tomorrow will bring. We have some kind of love letters for everyone. If Vinny would like to start.
Me?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Have you got the link?
I did. There it is. Vinny, Jocelyn decided you're treating her and her entourage to a night out. Rachel, one of Jocelyn's favorites, has been behaving oddly. Have you put two and two together and got that she's working for Morgan again? Or did you get 5 and decide her odd behavior is down to her fancying you? Or did you get minus 22.3? What? And let your imagination really get the better of you?
Come up with something, you have a
Yeah.
third option. You wanna? So I can let you. You can mull that over. That's you don't even have to say. You can. That can just come up in once we start. James, or Jessica, Jessmas.
Yes. Which one of you said yes to going out to the nightclub? Obviously, that's going to be Jessica if it's out to a nightclub. And what were your reasons why? To let off steam, to get blackout drunk, take someone home, start a fight, to bond with others, to top Jessica, getting into more trouble than necessary, etc. Oh, and Jessica has been here before. What did she do?
To the nightclub that you were going to.
To the nightclub. I think she got a big brawl started by jumping in the middle of couples and flirting and, acting as Jessica does and looking like James, started a whole big old knockout brawl.
Did James wake up pretty black and bruised?
That was one of the mornings that James woke up. Not in the hospital, but seriously beat up.
Okay, Bran.
What do you want to have a one-on-one about tonight? How Ty seems a bit off after hearing some news from Father McCabe, Morgan's vendetta against Jocelyn, Winnie's relationship with Jocelyn, how Jessica flirts with Ty, another issue that's been on your mind. Also, how does alcohol affect your magic? That was a really good list. I kind of love all of those options, but I want to go with Finney's relationship with Jocelyn. I definitely want to know what the heck is up. Like, clearly he doesn't love that person, because clearly he doesn't really love anybody that much. So,
and of course, the one-on-one doesn't have to be with Vinny. That could be. Yeah, well, could be talking behind his back about.
Maybe. Let's see how it goes. And alcohol, if I get drunk enough, the magic might turn into something completely else. I'm not entirely sure what happens, but it's not always working.
So do you mean it kind of adds a more random nature to it, or
yes, yeah. I will never know what actually happens if I start using magic if I'm drunk enough. Like,
okay.
Anything is possible at that point. So it's not always safe.
And Morgan.
The Morgan question is, did you suggest this night out knowing Jocelyn was going to be here? Or is it just a coincidence that put your bonding night out at risk? Oh, it's obviously a coincidence. Yes, I did sort of know. There is a... If you ever heard of that, I found out there's an application for phones called Find Your Phone, and I can use it to find wherever it is that Vinny has gone. And so we had planned the night out, and it just so happened that the nightclub...
And when you say planned, because I put suggest in.
Right,
It's definitely
right,
like
right.
suggest.
I planned it, and then I suggested it after the planning was done.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay, just closing.
I have a move where I can manipulate people, so my suggestions are very strong.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay, does anyone have any beginning of session moves? Because we've collected quite a few moves by now.
I have, I believe I have Dark Past. I'm not sure if that's beginning of session. I think that's just a thing where I'm investigating.
Yeah, that's just if you feel like you've come across something that you may have come across before.
Right.
You can.
So I'll go with no. I don't have anything. Oh, are we all healed of harm?
Yes, we are in some indeterminate amount of time since the previous session.
I like indeterminate points of time.
Did Jesmas have a? Wasn't there something that she had as a he, she, they?
Mine is if I'm James persona, I get hunches if something bad is about to happen.
Okay, so it's
That
just
allows me to switch over to Jessica. Yeah.
Okay.
That danger sense, I guess.
And just doing a very quick look. No, I don't see any other. No other start session moves. So yeah, you're all Bran. I was going to say Ty, Bran, Morgan, and Jesmes, who is in control at the moment. Who's at the steering wheel?
Jessica.
Jessica. So it is a girls' night out at the moment. You all are in the queue for the nightclub. Who chose the nightclub? I mean, it's music, dance floor, a bar.
Wasn't it Morgan who, planned this thing and then located Winnie, and there we go.
Yes.
Or which? Yeah.
I think that I decided by suggesting very strongly. Brand came up with a couple of ideas that were excellent, but overrode her gently. Yes.
Yep. Since Finny wasn't in any of those places, we weren't going there. So
Yeah, you're in the line. You've got a few people behind. There's a few people in front. So it's they're bringing people in as people leave. So and as you're waiting, Jocelyn walks by with Vinny. They're just walking straight to the front of the queue. Well, Jocelyn is, and I assume Vinny is following. And
Yes.
behind there's like a little gathering of people following Jocelyn. One of them catches your eye, Morgan, but quickly looks away. But there's a little moment of,
Oh, I pretend that I'm playing Snake on my phone.
did you guys see that? That was Winnie and Jocelyn. They just walked right in. I mean, they could have helped us get in too.
Yeah, they get Jocelyn gets to the bouncer, and it's like she kind of like just looks at the list and then just hands it back and walks in. And
waiting in line is good. It's a grounding opportunity. You get to be with the people. So I thought that was excellent time for us to talk. Bren?
Yes.
It's terrible. Vincent with Jocelyn, they don't match at all.
I know, right? I mean, there's got to be what's the deal? I mean, seriously?
I like to think that perhaps Vinny is on the inside, as it were, trying to gather dirt for her eventual downfall.
You think so?
Well, no, because he hasn't provided me any dirt.
Maybe he's just being clueless about, I think she's just using him.
I agree.
By the way, Jessica, behind you. There's there's like 3 or 4 people, pretty good looking. Some guys, some girls, just chatting behind you in the queue.
Oh no. We're never going to get in, are we?
I probably turned around and talking to them.
They kind of, the guy kind of just like, he kind of just turns his back to you and kind of keeps talking to his friend.
Oh, sugar, you don't have to be like that.
Look,
Just trying to be all friendly like.
great, but I'm just talking to my girlfriend. And just on turns his back.
Oh, fine. Wait till I get inside.
So are you just going to wait your turn and just absorb the sadness of people waiting?
Well, since you mentioned sadness, I mean, there is that. Are there any people who don't look like they would probably get in? I'd like to stand nearest them. I might even give them cuts.
There's a guy in like a very unfashionable. There's a couple of guys that look maybe a bit too young, and then they're definitely not in very fashionable clothing either, and they might get turned away at the door because you suspect they're underage.
I don't want to get their hopes up, so I should probably not invite them myself. Jessica, why don't you let those young gentlemen over there in front of us? It would be a nice thing to do, don't you think?
Kind of gives them a once over. I wouldn't mind them being in front of the line of me.
What?
Kind of snap at them.
Yeah.
Over. You want to move up a few places in line?
Sure. Kind of one of them's voice kind of almost cracks. And they shuffle into place in front, kind of thing.
This being Jessica, I mentioned she pinches one of them as they go by.
There's like a little jump and kind of his cheeks just turn bright red, but doesn't say anything.
Bren is very, very, very purposefully not seeing any of this.
I just stand there and admire.
So yeah, they get to the front of the queue and they're just ahead of you, and the bouncer just gives them like one kind of up-down glance, and it's just, kids, school night, go home. And yeah, they kind of go through their pockets and like pull out looks like some sort of card and hand it over. But look, and he's just like, he just smirks and is like, no.
Hell, I didn't know they were jailbait.
Oh, it's such a shame. Yeah. They seem so disappointed.
Yes, that is a shame, isn't it?
Then you get to the, bouncer, and he's, all right, yeah, in you go. And you come in, and there's just, the music rises in volume as you go through the doors. And in front of you, you see like some steps down into a dance floor, and then on the left, a long bar with a couple of bars, 2 or 3 bar staff working the crowd, and there's some stairs up to a balcony. You can see people kind of looking over with drinks, talking, while people on the dance floor are just getting their groove on. And I think some little booths kind of set up off to one side of the dance floor, and you can see Jocelyn there holding court with Vinny and her entourage. So, Vincent, dear.
Yes.
Drinks all round seems called for.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, dear.
I go to the bar.
So yeah, you're all in the club. You see Vinny kind of walking to the bar. And Vinny arrives at the bar.
I think I will go.
meet him.
Yes, let's go talk with Vincent.
Yes.
Perhaps we could steal him away.
Ooh, I like that.
You kind of actually have to push a little bit through the people because it's pretty crowded, but you get to the bar without any problem.
Vinny,
Oh, hey, Bran.
hi. You kind of just walked right past us.
What? When?
You
Where?
know,
Huh?
outside, you just walked straight in and we were in the
Oh.
queue.
You're in. Oh, I didn't see you.
Has
I
she
noticed.
bound you? Has she ensorcelled you? Has she done anything to control your mind? We could help free you.
What? No. No, I told you, Morgan. It's not like that.
So, are you sure it's not like that? I mean, what's the deal, really? You can't love her. Seriously?
True,
Why-
you can't.
why not?
You can't.
Why not?
She's not your type. Is she?
Isn't she?
Well, you're kind of free spirit
What's my
and
type then?
well, I don't know, something much more free-minded and loose, perhaps. But you know, she's dominating you in so many ways. Can't you see that? She's telling you to do stuff, and you just do that. It's not you.
Well, maybe I just needed some structure in my life. Who's
Are you
dominating
telling
now?
happy?
Are you trying to tell me now that you know better what's good for me than I do?
Of course I do. You're Vinny. I'm just gonna take the drink he ordered, and I'm just gonna down it. I mean, okay, that didn't come out right. I'm just worried about you. Seriously, it's not like you. Does she have something on you? Like, is she blackmailing you or something?
Bran, we've been together for months now.
I know that's what worries me. You've never been with anybody for months.
No, and maybe that was time for a change, wasn't it?
Okay, now I'm seriously worried about you. Who are you and what did you do, Arvini?
I don't have a good answer for that. Sorry.
Okay, so are you telling me seriously that you are very happy with her? Like,
Wait. Is the problem maybe that you're jealous?
That's a good one. That's a really good one. No, seriously, I'm worried about you. I mean, we're family, so we're supposed to take care of each other, right? Right?
Yeah. No, you don't need to worry. I'm fine.
Okay. If you're telling me she's making you really happy, I'm just going to have to accept that and start looking for the wedding invitation then, I guess.
Every relationship has its ups and downs.
Maybe.
I'm not going to accept it. Just so you know, it's terrible, and she's evil, and she's going to break your heart. And
Why
I will
is
be
she
there.
evil?
She's going to break your heart. Didn't you hear her? Horrible.
Vincent, dear.
Oh,
Hey, sweetheart.
Are you going to take forever with those drinks?
Well, I wasn't, but then I got interrupted.
They look such riffraff in here these days, don't they?
Well, I
I'm
wouldn't
going
say
to powder my
riff-raff.
nose and expect the drinks and you to be at the table when I get back.
I'm just
She
gonna
just
whisper.
blanks at Morgan, refusing to look at Morgan at all, and walks
The
off.
hell she called me?
You guys really need to start learning how to get together, like be friends again.
Yeah, that nose definitely needs some powdering.
Ooh, snap.
Oops. Oh no, Jessica, it's okay. Let's get a drink, okay? What do you usually drink, actually?
That little tramp called me a riffraff.
I know, but she's so beneath you. You don't really you need to even pay attention to her. Like, seriously, she's like nobody.
She's gone to the bathroom. Do you want to go, Jessica?
Bran, my girlfriend. I can hear you.
Vinny, I know. Look at her. She's pissed off.
Come on, Jessica, let's go.
Oh no. Morgan, you're not helping me.
I like the way you
Do you
think,
go-
Morgan.
Do you go to the toilet?
Yeah, with Morgan urging me on, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you. Yeah, so who got you, Jessica? You go in first.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. As you go in, you don't see anyone like actually in the kind of at the sinks or anything. And there's like a big mirror down one side in the sinks, and then toilet stalls on the left side. And you don't see anyone, but you can hear like a drop. I don't know, so it's like water dropping in one of the stalls. That's and there's a smell in the air. It's a little bit. I don't know. I mean, obviously there's the smell of alcohol, but there's I don't know. Yeah, there's some other scent that you can't quite make out.
I will definitely follow them, but first I'm just going to convince Vincent that he has to follow. Like, I don't care, it's the ladies. We're going now. This is going to escalate quickly.
I mean, Jessica went in first anyway.
Yeah, so I'm just going to grab his hand and say, come on, we're going.
What? Why?
So to the outside world, James and Morgan
Yeah.
went in suddenly into the bathroom together, and then Bran and Vincent.
I'm basically going to. I'm struggling. Like I'm trying to pull back and like look. Jay is not even supposed to be in there in the first place. Technically, I am definitely not going in there.
Did you not see Jessica?
What?
She can get.
You,
She's really angry. She might actually hurt Jocelyn, or Jocelyn might hurt her. We gotta stop that. It's your girlfriend. You said so. Come on.
are you manipulating?
Oh, yes.
Plus charm.
Plus charm. What is my charm? That's -1. This is gonna go really well. Okay. Oh yes, that's a definite 4.
Yeah. How badly is she annoyed or offended you?
I'm basically going like, look. I'm trying to get you guys to get to work it out together. It's not my fault that you're all being like difficult to each other. Like, look, she's my girlfriend. You just have to accept that, and she just has to accept that you're my friends. And as long as you can't work that out, look, what?
Okay.
Figure it out.
You're completely right, but But seriously, you have to. It's your girlfriend. Like, there's gonna be a fight. Jessica is crazy, and then she's gonna leave, and then James is gonna get in the hospital again, and then. Oh, come on, please work with me.
Wrong bathroom. You figure it out.
Oh,
Mark experience, Minnie. They're not doing what they want. So yeah,
I'm following the ladies.
Yeah, okay. All the ladies are in the bathroom now. And yeah, you can hear and you can actually notice something dark trickle out from underneath the furthest stall.
Something smells bad enough to gag a maggot. I go in there and push open the stall door.
You find a dead body. Not Morgan's.
I'm
A
not.
woman.
I'm mostly dead.
You find a woman kind of just laying, kind of slumped on the, kind of leaning up a bit against one of the toilets, and she just looks pale, and there's like a small pool of blood.
I walk behind. What is it? What's in there? Take some pictures. She fed. Jocelyn did this.
Jocelyn killed someone?
Obviously. I'm pulling up my phone. I'm taking a picture.
Well, she did say that she's gonna come in, and I'm gonna go check, look under each of the. Do I see any movement or hear any movement or?
No.
Actually, I'm just gonna try the doors.
Yeah, there's no one else in any of the stalls.
Is there any other way out of this?
No.
She's a vampire. She can go through the vents.
I mean, there is air conditioning, but I mean, you can't fit a person for. Well, yeah, they're too thin for a person to really crawl through. It's not movies.
So how, does it look like really fresh corpse or?
Yeah.
Pretty fresh, yeah.
Okay, you guys, we might be in some trouble because, we come in and there's a dead body, and what if nobody believes us that it was already dead when we came in here?
We should just go then.
We can't just
agree.
leave.
It does look a bit. I'm sure someone's gonna find out later.
What's the
And we're
cause
just
of
gonna
death?
sneak out?
Shot? Did she have a heart attack? Did someone bite her neck? I'm going to go look.
I'll be honest with you. I don't want to touch her.
So you're investigating?
Of course I'm investigating. I'm good at this stuff.
Roll plus sharp.
All right. Well, it turns out I have a +1 in sharp. And I will roll 2d6. And fail. Anyone want to help me?
I will go help her. So that's cool, right? To help
Yeah.
out. Yes. I have a feeling my call is not that cool either. Well, it's +1. So, okay, that's at least a little bit better. Oh! Do I get an XP for that failure as well?
You look over and the body, and you for I think Morgan's looking, and Bran, you kind of notice something there on the neck, so you can, I guess you point it out, and Morgan, you just see these two punctures in the neck, but just as you do spot that, the door opens up, and 3 girls all piling, giggling and laughing, the music kind of volume kicks up again, and for a second as the door closes, and then it becomes muffled bass, and they're just
Jessica screams.
laughing about something, and then they all kind of stumble to a stop as they just see Morgan kind of kneeling down, near the toilet, one of the toilets, and then James.
Oh no. Alex froze.
Oh
We
no.
lost Alex, I think.
Oh, I thought it was me for a minute.
Yeah, me too, because everybody
You
else
know.
was so still. I was like,
I immediately looked down and see if other avatars were moving. It was just
Right.
Oh man, so Alex will probably rejoin us in a moment. I just got my 5th XP, so you back, Alex?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool.
Everyone seemed to be frozen. Did what was happening?
The
It
last
was you.
thing the last thing that happened, you were describing 3 girls that came in, they saw Morgan kneeling, and then you cut off at
near
that
the
point.
toilet, and Bran and Jessica, and they kind of just. This is the ladies' room.
We're having an encounter that we're going to write about later on the Facebook. Can you go away?
I think you're manipulating.
Yes. So it turns out I have a natural appeal, which means that you roll weird instead of charm when I manipulate someone. Thank goodness for me, because she is much more weird than charming. All right, let's see. Aha, that is a 10.
Too much information. Oh, come on. We did it. And then they all kind of bustle out again, leaving you suddenly alone back in the toilets.
for a moment there, I kind of got confused when they started saying that it's ladies. Like, what? They're all ladies. So this is weird. I'm getting so used to Jessica that I'm even thinking of like this is confusing. And anyway,
We should
Yeah.
either take lots of pictures and make sure that the police know that Jocelyn murdered someone, or we should go.
let's go. Or maybe there's a third option. Maybe we can just get the personnel in and tell them that somebody did this, and we can pretend to be all upset
Is there
and stuff.
anything you can do with dead bodies? Like, I don't know. Ask questions or anything, Bran?
I don't know. I've never tried such a thing. I mean, I'm really not a necromancer that much.
I know you aren't, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility. And it's for Vincent's sake, really. If Jocelyn were to feed in the middle of a club, then that's proof that she's despicable and evil.
We know that already.
Well, yes, I know, but Vincent knew.
Also, Vincent is being a butt. Like, he completely refused to help me. Like, he was just being like, it's a ladies, I can't come in there. He's annoying.
He's very close-minded, except for the dating a blood-sucking vampire.
Oh, so we're not talking about Vincent now. Okay.
No, we are talking about Vincent. Vincent's dating. What?
Okay.
I don't suck
Okay.
blood.
No, you don't.
We should go.
Yeah,
So
the
it's just-
quicker the better.
Take another picture of the neck. And we can go.
Oh, can I? Actually, I want to summon my birdie. I want Odin to stay here and see what happens.
In the toilets?
Yes. I mean, he can hide and see what happens
Yeah.
when... So that is... Practitioner, that is weird. Magic. Take +1 to use magic whenever you choose one of these effects. Oh, that'll be +4. Come on. Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's a 9. So, yay! Summoning Odin.
It's like there's like a flutter of shadow, and Odin is sitting on the kind of one of the dividers of the stalls of the toilets, and just looks down at each of you in turn. pauses for a second, then she looks at Bran. So, yes.
You don't happen to speak to dead people, do you?
Why would you expect me to talk to dead people?
Because you're so skillful?
I can't do everything for you.
I know. Can you please stay here and see what's going to happen after we leave? Who is going to come over and, find this dead body here, and if there's something useful we can later, use information.
You want me to stay here in the toilet with a dead body and watch people in the toilet.
You like people watching, right?
Fine.
I mean, you get to be high up and look down on them and all that.
I do like looking down on people.
Yeah.
That is true.
So, you do it?
He doesn't even answer, but he flutters up to into a kind of shadowed corner where there's like one of the air conditioning units that you can perch on in the it's slightly shadowed. I can watch without anyone seeing him.
Thank you. Okay, let's get out of here. And let's just, pretend this never happened.
Vincent, when you kind of let them go off, do their thing, you kind of actually spotted that Jocelyn was actually back at the table and waiting for the drinks.
Yep. I come over with the drinks and hand them out, and then go like, Josh, sweetheart, you need to work this out. This feud you have with Morgan, and I'm not. You just don't like the other ones because they associate with Morgan, right?
I suppose her minions are okay, but
Yes.
here you go. And she hands a few of the drinks that you've got. My compliments when she hands them to her entourage. Here you go, Rachel. And Rachel kind of looks at you for a second, but then kind of, looks back to her drink.
I just smile at her.
She averts her eyes and just concentrates on her drink. Yeah. Now, Vincent, dear, for you, I will try and bear her awfulness. That's as much as I can do.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
And it is almost too much, but I'm a very loving girlfriend, so.
Yes, you are.
Now sit down. You can have your drink now.
Yes.
So, what are the rest of you guys doing with this information that you've? Were you just going to leave and?
Well, I mean, it's not like she's dead. There's not much we can do for her. We should just go. We could tell the staff that we heard that there was a dead body.
Or we could just go, tell the staff that something smells really bad in the, we couldn't even go in. Like, we opened the door and we just got back right. And, how we can just go complain about them not cleaning the facilities enough. So they should go look into it.
I like that better. Complain about the smell.
Yeah.
Excellent suggestion.
Who's gonna go and do this?
I think our master manipulator should do that, just in case.
Oh, me. Yes. I will go to find a large, strapping person wearing identifications of this particular entertainment domicile.
There's one of the kind of bouncers who's, you know, just kind of generally hanging around near the bar and watching the dance floor in case any trouble kind of kicks off. And
Do you have a name tag of some kind, or is it just dressed in the livery of the place?
Rudy.
Rudy.
He's a very big lad with the kind of reddish hair, kind of short cropped.
I walk up and I have to lean up to him and do that shout whisper thing that you do in the clubs. Rudy, I need to speak to you about the loo. There's a problem.
That's not exactly my jurisdiction, lady.
Right. It's very smelly, and someone needs to fix it. So you could find whoever's jurisdiction covers the loo, perhaps.
I'll go and tell one of the bar staff.
Yes, well, that was easy.
Oh, yeah.
Head back.
Sit down. Yeah, he heads out to one of the bar staff, and you see him whispering something to one of them, and like rolling their eyes and going off to get some equipment.
Yes, well, you're welcome, everyone. We've gotten that taken care of.
Thank you. Now just wait for it. There's going to be a scream soon. So there might be a certain amount of sadness involved in that situation, just saying.
I'll go hang out near the lavatory because she's right. There will be, well, not a whole lot of, well, I think perhaps some sadness after the shock and the horror of seeing and thinking back on all the things that this person didn't do, and perhaps how they lost the last moments. And there could be
obviously they're friends.
Obviously they're friends. That would be the most bestest part when they show up. Thank you, Jessica.
As you're chatting, one of the ladies from bar walks by you, holding like a bucket and a few like cleaning products in, and heads into the bathroom. And you don't, because I mean there's the music, so you don't like hear anything from inside. But like after kind of a minute, she's like, suddenly she comes out the door looking fairly alarmed and like quickly like locks the door to the bathroom and puts a like out of order sign, and then is like texting something in her phone and like heading to the bar and like just and kind of agitatedly kind of whispering something to the other bar staff, and they're kind of like having this kind of urgent seeming conversation, but they're not like ringing anyone.
Jessica would like to go get a drink at the bar.
Really?
To listen in, but also to get a drink. Because this is supposed to be a party.
You get to like there's a bit of a crowd forming because obviously the drinks have kind of slowed down a bit at the moment because of this conversation they're having. So there's like there's a line at least of a wall of people in your way, at least one thick, two thick in a few places, and you can't hear anything from behind these people.
All right. I'll just get a drink and then wait to get a drink.
Are you getting kind of frustrated about waiting? Are you?
Probably so, because I did girls' night out and got interrupted with a dead body, and we haven't even started dancing. There's been, you know.
Actually, one of the guys in front of you, I think it was the one that was with a girl, and you were like, you'd kind of tried to talk to in the queue. He's like, "Look, I've been waiting here for like 3 minutes. I want a drink. Are you guys gonna just chit chat back there? Get me a drink now. I'm like, paying your wages with this, so come on, chop chop." Just a minute, sir. We just there's just a plumbing issue we're dealing with.
Sugar, you don't have to get your knickers in a knot. Just wait. They'll get you your drink soon enough.
Look, I've been waiting here. My girlfriend wants a drink. I want the drink. I don't need shit from you, friend.
You ain't gonna get any shit from me, friend. I'm just saying they're dealing with something. They'll get to you in just a moment.
Don't make me deal with you.
Oh,
They
you're gonna
testify.
deal with me? How exactly are you gonna deal with me?
Look, what do you weigh? You're nothing. He kind of like steps forward, and he's obviously got about like half a foot on you, and quite a bit more muscle. You can
Well,
go off, hang out with your little friends, or you can stay in my face and see how that goes.
I'm not really the type to move off, and I sucker punch him. This is not good.
I disagree.
Yeah. Hey, someone called me riffraff, and I did get to fight them, so I'm still a little fuming.
I mean, what do you
I
hit him?
I'm trying to think if I actually hit him or use magic, but no, I'm not. I'm not drunk. I just hit him. Yeah, I just punch him in the, in the side or something.
He obviously he's like, yeah, he kind of like clutches his sides like, "Oh, you little shit," and he's like kind of straightened back up. If you want to keep that going, it's going to be kicking some ass.
I think I need to, because I know he's got the size advantage. I don't want to get all in this, but I'm hoping my friends will drag me off. Probably Jessica doesn't care. Jessica's just wanting to let loose. So yeah.
What is James watching this? 'Cause, I mean, I know you said Jessica can be like a ghost to James, but is it the other way around as well?
You know what? I think so. Since this has happened, this is the first time he's been aware when he's riding in the back seat. I'll say that has started to develop now. So he's kind of freaking out now because he knows this is not a good thing to do, and he's going to have to suffer for it. I don't know if that triggers anything, but we'll get the what you said, kicking ass.
Yep.
Oh, well, I'm going to
tough.
assume that's probably plus tough, which is plus 0. So that's a solid 5.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to hurt. Go ahead. I get a mark XP.
He kind of like comes rising up and just cracks you across the jaw, knocking you around. I mean, you're a bit dazed. I mean, you take one harm, but I mean, you shake it off quite a bit. Fairly easily, just a bit of like knocking the wind out of you. But it's at this point, suddenly there's this loud scream from the toilets. It seems that the door wasn't properly locked, and some people just walked right in, and they come barreling out, screaming about a dead body, and you see, like, you know, and yeah, and suddenly, like, you actually see some phones light up and some calls getting made, and you're going to assume that at least one of those is to the police. And you can see some of the bar staff just like, oh no. You know, yeah, the big guy, he's kind of distracted by all this, and so he isn't really looking at you anymore, Jessica.
Not to derail the plot or anything, but I think Jessica would probably just then do her spell at this point.
Yep.
Okay. The big whammy, which I can use weird instead of tough to kick ass. It's a 2-arm ignore armor. So we'll see how well this works. Because Jessica's all about fighting dirty. 7, 9.
That's weird. 9. And what? I know it's just straight. Yeah, I think because he's distracted, you're not going to get any like fight back on this, and he just there's like, I mean, what does it look like? I mean, is it that visible amongst like the strobe lighting and?
It's kind of a black horror kind of thing, so I imagine probably in this environment it's probably not as noticeable.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like kind of shadow passes him, and and he just wobbles and then falls over. I mean, everyone who was nearby could see, like the bouncer was coming up towards you, and he just sees that guy go down. He does not see you throw a blow, apart from that first sucker punch. But I mean, you definitely didn't do the whatever thing.
The guy pushed me down and then he fell over. I don't know what happened.
Do not have time. Somebody just help me get this guy into a chair, get him a glass of water or something. Someone, he just like grabs some person in the crowd and makes them help. So, like, he's basically just slumped into a chair, and it's quite a lot of commotion. People kind of separate. There's like spreading away from the kind of the toilet area and the kind of clearing the dance floor bit. So everyone's kind of off to the side a bit and all kind of talking. And the music's still going, but you know, there's no one's dancing.
Could we almost do it where his drink comes up and I get it? I just take his drink and walk off.
Yeah, one of the bar staff kind of turns around, like, God, I think you couldn't wait 5 minutes. Here's your drink, and like looks around, kind of like, where's he?
He told me to pick it up. I'm gonna bring it to him.
Well, I guess you just walk off.
Yeah.
You walk off the drink and
rejoin Morgan and Branwen.
Yeah. Jocelyn is like looks out at all this commotion. It's like, oh, and just when you treat me for a night out, can I just not have simple pleasures? Vincent, go see what this is about. Vincent, dear, go see what this is about.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll go check it out.
Yeah, there's as you kind of leaving her, you probably notice that some police officers are kind of coming in through the front door and starting to talk to the bar staff.
I think the first thing I do is try to find Jessica, Morgan, and Bran. It's just like, oh god.
What is your little birdie seeing, Bran? Do you have the ability to like mentally communicate with the crow?
No, sadly, I don't. So,
Missed opportunity. I was thinking, you or I, or perhaps you and I, we could have tried perhaps to see what happened with use of magic.
That's true. We could have.
A little off my game, it seems.
One of the policemen kind of like moves past through the crowd and heads to the bathroom and goes in.
I'll probably arrive at the rest and like, guys,
Yes.
I'm guessing you did something.
No. If you would have followed me, you would have known what's, happening. Just saying.
Oh, Bran, don't be like that.
Like you. Okay. Let's start over. Then I'm kind of looking around. There's a dead body in the bathroom. We walked in. There was a really bad smell, and then there's the dead body.
Oh,
And
okay.
Morgan did find some puncture marks on her neck, which clearly isn't a good thing. Like that's definitely not a natural cause death then.
Actually, being exsanguinated is natural to die. If someone draws all the blood from your neck and drinks it, it's natural for that person to die. That's how vampires kill.
Yes.
Bloodsuckers.
Yes. Thank you.
You're a vampire, Morgan. Is that how you kill?
Very, very different. Emotional vampire. I only take what is given to me. I'm actually beneficial.
I hear what you're saying. You're saying that it was. I'm suddenly blanking on the name.
She's going to be very upset about that.
You're thinking it was Jocelyn. That's what you're saying, right?
I don't know of any other beings in this club who do what she does and kill. So, yes.
And we did see her just walk into the bathroom right before us.
Right bore you. And there was a stinking corpse.
Yes.
How long does it take for... Look, I'm not the sciencey type. You know that. How long does it take for a body to start stinking? Is it a visit to the bathroom?
No. I'm not an expert, but I think this was way too fresh to actually stink like that. Wow, good thinking. We didn't even thought about that.
Not just a pretty face.
Yeah,
Look, I've
didn't
been
even think about that.
I've been with Josh for pretty much all of the nights, except for when I went to get drinks. No, wasn't her.
Your music is like shut off during your conversation, and so it's like you're just now getting the sound of everyone's conversation around the club. Much easier to talk.
Oh yeah, that means I have to tone it down a bit. Like I was shouting.
You're caught in mid
which
yell.
Means that yes, that we have something else, probably worse.
Yes. Well, I left Odin there. To spy. He wasn't too happy about it. But he teared up when I reminded him that he can look down on people, being up there near the ceiling.
Wait. You left me in the bathroom to spy on people peeing.
No. No! Take your mind off of whatever it is. Ew. I left him there to spy on what happens to the body. Like, what are the police doing? If there's somebody, something useful. No. Ew! Vinny.
What?
You hear like a loud kind of like something thudding against something from the toilets.
Thudding? Are they
Yeah.
going to do something bad to Odin? Darn them!
I am interested in this sadness, so I will be heading over there. Just as an observer, staying well away from any trouble. I'm not here for trouble. Just feed.
Are you going in there, or are you staying outside and just?
Is the door closed? Perhaps I could stand nearby. Be curious.
It's not locked or anything because the policeman went inside.
There's no signage to stay out.
I mean, there was a out of order sign that one of the bar staff put up, but they obviously forgot to lock the door when they did that.
I'll go sneak in.
You sneak in and you just find the room was how you last left it. Odin is there on the up in one of the corners. There's a dead body in that stall. No policeman.
Can I speak to the Raven?
Yes, I think you can.
Yeah.
Where are the policemen?
Oh, he went.
Went where?
Do I really have to? Well, okay. The full report is you left. Then one of those bar wenchers came in, looked at the body, looked alarmed, left. Then a bit later, a couple of girls came in. One of them urinated, one of them found the dead body. They left. Policeman came, looked at the dead body, dragged into the stall next to it, didn't come out.
Dragged into the... Can you clarify, perhaps tease out a little more information on the dragged into the stall next to it part? I'm a little confused.
Was I supposed to look in every single stall and watch them all do their business? I mean,
Listen, I'm not Vinny. I didn't describe how you would watch over, but what drug the policeman into the other stall?
I don't know. Was I supposed to check?
Yes.
Okay. Next time I'll check.
I locked the door, and now I'm going to do the ritual we should have done before. Try to look back in time, to see another place in time, and understand what it was that transpired, what the drugging was. Oh, I'll send a textual message to both Jess and also Bran, but not Vinny because he doesn't care because he's with Jocelyn and she's evil.
By the way, Vinny, do you report on any of this to Jocelyn?
Not yet.
Okay.
I haven't found anything out yet.
My text message, unfortunately, I know that there's some kind of limit on a textual message, but I'm not sure what the limit is. I let them know that the police are gone, and Odin is very bad at his job, and the police was dragged into another stall. I think it would probably cut off around there, but I put some other details.
Oh, crap. We gotta go.
What's going on?
Well, I don't know, but something is, not okay in the, besides the dead body. There might be another one. Are you following us this time?
Wait. what's going on? What makes you think there's another body?
Well, apparently a police officer was dragged into another booth, so I don't know, and they never came out. Maybe.
Did Bert tell you this?
Well, yeah, through Morgan. I just received a text message. Oh, come on. Let's just go. We're wasting valuable time.
I didn't get anything.
I swear, I'm going to have to teach her how to abbreviate a little bit. I mean, really?
Yeah, maybe, but come on, let's just go. We gotta go. Come on, guys and girls, let's just go. And I'm gonna go.
Yes, I'll actually follow this time.
Jessica finishes her down to drink and then follows.
Yeah, you kind of. The other policeman is still just talking to bar staff and assuming that the other one's fine. So you just, go into the bathroom and it's.
Is there a lock on the main door?
Yeah, there's a latch that you can. Or like
I will totally lock that door.
Yeah.
Well, power of 3. I think the 3 of us together, we can cast a ritual very effectively. So I would like to use magic. And use magic in order to observe another place or time. So another time. I'd like to look back along the time when the policeman came in here and was drunk. That's what I'd like to do.
Are you going to? Is anyone helping, or is this just Morgan?
Well, I'm insisting. I need help.
I will help her.
Yeah.
Jessica's willing to help if she can offer anything.
Oh,
So
Vinny,
I'm-
you go help Jocelyn. That's how you can help. You can help her.
That is a
Some
lot.
super help.
That is 11. There you go.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Vincent is probably going like, look, Morgan, Jocelyn is willing to drop all this. If you're just like probably interfering even more than helping.
I'm going to only have one help roll, Will. So.
Sorry. Yes, so I rolled a 9. Sorry, I just cleared it, but rolled a 9, plus 3, 12, plus 1 help, 13. So quite successful on the spell. Do you want to add any? The keeper may say, and you can put some conditions on that.
Well, no, it's within the remits of the just basic use magic, so I don't think it's required.
Well, it says that you may. You don't have to. It's quite all right.
No, I think it's I think you kind of get this you kind of get this kind of superimposed over the room. You get the room from some indeterminate amount of time before, earlier in the night, and you see a girl kind of going into the bathroom, kind of holding her stomach, obviously looking a bit queasy, like she's going to go to it, and she holds her hair back and is going to lean over the toilet seat, and then suddenly these white, pale tendrils just thump out of the toilet and wrap around her neck, constricting, and just hold her there. You can just see her going paler and paler until they kind of unravel, and you can see that. And I think during this kind of, as she kind of slumps from kind of leaning over into the position that you found her in, you see that it wasn't just 2 punctures. There was more. It's just, you were a bit rushed. You rolled a 5, and you didn't spot the others. There seems to be multiple punctures. Do you move time forward? Do you try and see the policeman, or?
Oh yes, I've just like a little like on a YouTube video, you can take the little dot and you can move it up and down. I think I'll do the little moving forward of the thing to make it go in the future-ish.
You make it go in the future-ish. You see the policeman kind of walking into the toilet and radioing in, like, yeah, there's definitely a dead body. Just give me a bit of time. I'll look it over, see if there's any obvious cause or if we need to bring in someone. Over. And he's like kind of crouching down, looking at the body, kind of he spots the punctures and it's like, then frowns and he kind of gets up and starts walking towards the door and like getting on the radio, and then suddenly the tendrils like out of the toilet again of the other stall and just like yank him into the toilet and then just start to wrap around, and then with some nasty crunching and constricting pulls him into the toilet. Kind of you can see his body just crumpling to fit.
I'm assuming that while I'm in control, that both Jessica and Bram, because they're helping, they're able to see this as well.
Yeah, it's you kind of manifesting this as for everyone. Anyone who's in this room can see.
A little curious how Jessica's taking this. I imagine Bram's probably not too well for wear, but Jessica could. I don't know if this is a problem for her.
Do you want me to report on this? I mean, you are here, but the vampire did say I should report on things like this.
Wait,
Odin
what?
says from perching, looking over the toilet seat at the visions you've seen.
Can you repeat what he said? I didn't hear it completely.
Would you like me to say what I saw just now? I mean, the vampire did make it quite clear that you expected to be told of what was.
No, that's quite okay. I saw that too. Now.
I can do it. It's fine. It
I know
seems
you-
what I'm here for.
Yeah, you have been really helpful. So
Your
thank you.
bird is the worst. It's really terrible. I don't know what you pay it, but it's too much.
I don't get paid anything.
Not actually paying him. I mean,
That's a good point.
he's a little, snarky, but I like him.
Wonderful.
I know, right? I really like you. And then I'm just gonna
Such a-
ignore him after that.
Bad taste in birds and men.
I'm just gonna pretend that I did not hear that. Okay. So, are we gonna talk about the tentacles? Like, the tentacles that just killed some people?
Yes, and it wasn't Jocelyn. I'm a little disappointed. Not quite sad. Although I wonder if I'm sad. Could I feed off my own sadness?
I was thinking that.
Well, if I hung around Vincent
I
long
didn't
enough,
think your mind went there.
I would get large from being around Vincent. He makes me very sad. So evidently within the sewers there is some kind of tentacled monster that exsanguinated that young lady and then destroyed a policeman. I'm not terribly interested. This is a very nice dress. I don't really want to go to the sewers. Is there anyone else we could call, perhaps?
I have to get back to Josh, so I'll well, you know where to find me.
Wait! You can't leave right now.
What? Why not?
Did you bring your gun?
Is the Pope Catholic?
I think any weapons that you could conceivably conceal, without it being obvious, you could have brought. I think maybe a handgun. I don't think anything
Yes,
bigger than that.
Exactly, but
Handgun
still,
or a knife.
is the Pope Catholic?
Yeah. There wouldn't have been any magical axes or such being brought in, if you had one.
So, we might need you with your gun. I mean,
Yeah, no,
we have to do something about this.
And if and when you do, you know where to find me. I'll
Right.
uh,
But,
look.
it might be too late by the time we need you. Probably when we need you, we don't have time to go fetch you. Just saying.
Okay, how is this? I'm going to go to Jaws now, and then I'll come back.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay. We'll just
Yes.
wait here with the tentacles.
Just hang out at the crime scene. Take your time, Vinny.
Exactly. Thank you.
Good. See you later.
Yeah, you as you kind of leave the bathroom, Benny, you can see like the police guys talking to the girl who found the body, and just getting a report of the situation. And people seem to have been kind of. There's a couple more policemen have arrived, and they're kind of stopping people from leaving before having details taken. It seems. But yeah, you are unbarred from going and talking to Jocelyn.
Good. That's where I'm going.
So you've what have you got to report?
Well, I got some help from Morgan and Bran, and
Yes.
yeah, they're helpful.
How very nice of them.
Yeah. Tentacle monster in the sewers.
Is it their fault? Did they bring the tentacle monster?
No, I don't think so.
You and your friends often seem to be in trouble, I
Yeah,
guess.
no, we've encountered a tentacle monster before, but that was a different kind, I think. It didn't live in
Okay.
the sewer, it lived in a factory.
Yeah. Is this going to ruin my night?
It doesn't need to.
Okay.
Like, you could stay right here, and I can go help them. It's okay. I don't mind.
But you can.
I mean, I'll sacrifice myself for your entertainment, so you can have a good night.
Well, I'll wait here. But if you feel you are in danger, not the others, but if you are in danger, just send me a message. I'm getting quite good at this. The button machine. She holds up her phone.
Yeah, button machine. I'll contact you on the button machine and then I sort of turn around like, God, at least Morgan knows that it's a phone.
Oh, by the way, Bran, you get like a text from Ty asking about, Cerberuses. They have two heads, right? Question mark, question mark.
I'm just gonna reply. As far as I can remember, we have tentacle monsters. Know anything about sewer tentacle monsters?
You don't get any immediate response.
And of course, I'm worried.
You don't get after a little bit, just before Vincent gets back. You do get a response. It just says 3, definitely 3. Talk later.
Oh crap!
You're all back in the bathroom again, it seems.
I think Jessica's like approached the toilet and like doing one of those like trying to peek from a distance. I don't think any of us are going to fit down there. It's like one of them Japanese cartoon things.
Right.
Right, yes, and the crushing made it less appealing to me.
Yeah, it
Perhaps
did.
we should just go out, down into the sewers, and then trace our way back. Or we could just explode the entire bathroom to destroy it entirely. We could do that.
We could, but then it would be obvious we did something. So I think your first plan was much better. Let's go outside. Also, Jessica, I wouldn't hang around too close to the,
Oh, right. Right. Okay. Yeah. Takes a step back.
So we need to figure out what that thing actually is, and it has to have a weakness.
By the way, as you step back, a shoe just kind of bobs up from out of the toilet.
Shoe?
Just a shoe. A man's shoe.
Oh,
Hey, I'm back.
need a shoe?
No, I'm quite good on the shoes. These are quite expensive.
Yeah, that one doesn't look too expensive. Morgan suggested that we, should maybe go outside and go to the sewers. So, as a second thought, maybe you would like to, change your shoes into something. I don't know.
I think you do remember seeing a service door to like the basement. Off behind the bar.
Again?
Oh. Service door.
Yeah, just a utility door. So.
Well, I think we should go. Let's go down to the sewers.
Seriously, my always end up buying new clothes, new shoes. It's this bad hobby. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want that cheap-looking shoe? Then you
no,
can.
ew. Secondhand, regurgitated from a tentacle monster and through a toilet. No, ew.
Well, we are going to the sewers anyway, so
Yeah,
it's just
well,
already
no.
a climate to,
No.
Okay.
So you head. You plan to go into the basement?
Yes, I'll lead the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think before we actually you as you and as you go to the bar, the bouncer's like, hey, look, obviously stuff's going on right tonight. No going behind the bar. Just because, whatever this is, doesn't mean free drinks.
No free drinks?
No,
Yeah.
look. Don't. We're not looking for free drinks. We'll pay, and I'll like give him some money.
Yeah, still doesn't mean you get to go behind the bar.
No, but
By the way, Vincent, one of
Yes.
the police, I think you might recognize him.
probably.
One of the ones who's kind of just more on the kind of guard duty at the door, stopping people leaving before they give information. He kind of seems like, isn't he one of your friends on the force? Not sure.
And like, look, what I'm still talking to the guy. Like, look, I'm not trying to pay you for drinks. I'm trying to pay you to get past. You're not gonna no.
Yeah, that ain't happening, mate.
Your loss. Okay. Backup plan. I think I see Joey over there.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Joey.
Maybe we should talk to him.
Why? Is that a friend of yours?
Yes. From the family.
Oh, the family. Okay. Yeah, let's you should totally talk to him.
When has that been a problem with family? Yeah, act under pressure to see if you can get some favors.
Jessica, I don't see any family resemblance between the two of them at all. That one fellow's not at all attractive. What are they talking about? And Brand seems to be in the know. There's some euphemism. What? I don't know. Language.
Which one is acting under pressure again? That's cool.
Cool.
Yes. 8.
Hey, Vinny.
Joey. Heck of a night, huh?
Yeah. Are you wanting to sneak off out of the club? I mean, I can, for the family, I can keep your names off any lists.
Oh, that'd be great. I'll put in a good words for you with that.
Oh, sure. He smiles like, it's definitely good to have favors from Mr. Zarelli. He doesn't keep up to date on any of the family drama. He just
No, it's okay.
knows who that is
I
and
was,
who you are.
I was counting on that.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, here, over here. Let's go. Yeah, they're with me, Joey. That's fine.
I'm just gonna walk after him and nod to and say, Joey.
I think the bar guy is like, hey, what wouldn't the just a bit nonplussed about what's going on. Kind of, yeah, they're good. They're good.
I
Joey
think
says.
I wink at Joey as I walk by.
He smiles at that. Actually, he's definitely okay with that. Do you have a quick bio break before you head to either the basement or out into the sewer entrance? Or,
That's right. Let's do that.
yeah, a little bio break.
Yeah.
Cool.
tiny little.
Yeah, just a couple of minutes.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we have. Oh, everyone's back. Just one of us is eating. So yeah, you are all heading. I wasn't completely clear if you were decided you wanted to head into the kind of door behind the bar, behind the actual drinks bar, to go into the basement, or leaving the club to go into the sewers. I wasn't clear which one you're choosing, but with Joey,
Whichever
as
way
your-
Joey lets us go.
yeah, Joey is happy to let you go either way, and he'll like to let you leave without putting your name down on a kind of list of witnesses, and also would happily just tell the bouncers they're cool, they can go down those stairs into the basement.
Basement seems easier.
Hey, let them through. They're good. And just puts a hand on the chest of the big bouncer and just gently pushes him to the side, letting you pass. There's just enough for you to just kind of squeeze past him into behind the bar and to the door. He does seem a little bit irritated and kind of, as the kind of alpha male type guy, he definitely kind of growls kind of a bit at James as James passes.
Yeah.
Right.
Jessica just keeps on going.
And of course, yeah, it definitely gives Vincent a dirty look as well.
Don't care.
And yeah, you head into the as you open the door, there's kind of dim lighting kind of along the ceiling, and it's like concrete steps going down into kind of just concrete corridors and rooms with piping, a lot of piping, and kind of that kind of omnipresent steam from machinery from the pipes. Very Freddy Krueger basement boiler room looking. And you can hear just like the drip of kind of moisture kind of just around from the pipes, a lot of condensation on them.
So, do we know how to, get rid of that monster?
I thought you guys did your voodoo magic on it.
Well, we did that to figure out what it actually is, but we need to still figure out how to kill that.
I only have a pistol. It's not like I'm not packing any heavy arms.
Oh, Vinny, don't worry. Your pistol is just fine. You don't need to feel inadequate. You're an excellent fighter, and I am happy to have you by my side.
Yeah.
You say as you bench press a fridge.
I'm sure that Bran and Jessica and I can do some damage to a tentacled monster. It seems to have physical properties. So, yes.
Okay.
Wouldn't be the worst thing we fought.
So
You
we're
can
just
see-
going to figure out the suite. Go along.
Yeah.
That's our usual way of doing it.
That is true. Okay. Let's just go kill that thing.
So yeah, you find it kind of like with all the kind of steam and stuff. You actually find it quite hard to see all the time. It's a little bit, and with the bad lighting, it's it's quite dim. But yeah, it kind of goes. The corridor goes straight ahead. You've got like you can see a door off to one side with like marked with like fuse box and electrical, and there's and there's along the ceiling there's just these big thick pipes, and then there's like some sort of storeroom for drinks and beer kegs and such. Anyway, you investigate or?
Yes, I think we should. Who is our sharpest? We're all equally slightly sharp, but I think James and Jessica should really carry this one. What do you see, Jessica?
I don't know. Looks like a basic basement. Let me look around. Oh, really? That's a 7.
7.
Just do just enough, I don't like to really push it too hard.
Yeah. So you can ask one of the questions.
Oh. We haven't found it yet. Where did it go?
You kind of like look up at the ceiling and you can hear the creaking in the pipes, and you kind of actually see that some of them are the pipes are kind of buckled from something being pulled through these pipes that didn't quite fit but was just brute forced through. So the pipes have been like distorted and bulged slightly in certain places. Yeah. Something's been in the pipes, or maybe still is.
Kind of go over to where the sounds are. Seems to be coming right around here. It's
like the pipes above
Using them.
on the ceiling.
Oh, okay, sorry. Pointing up, then right over here. Seems to be coming around the pipes right up here. I guess blow a hole in them.
James, by the way, you get a feeling something bad might be about to happen.
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, and I need to roll, don't I?
Yeah.
Roll plus sharp. Okay. See how quickly I determine how quickly something bad is happening. 8, 9. That's a 10. So in 10, I know where I'm needed to go just in time to get there.
You get the feeling like how are you all by standing as me? I was Jessica is by the like the pipe looking up, but the rest of you are kind of behind her. Where are you just bunched up in a group, or?
I'm bunched up. I'm right by Jessica. I'm looking up.
Yeah, I'm probably
sort of
also looking.
Well,
So we're all like lining up there and looking.
Yeah.
I don't want to say
Yes.
this a lot, but it would be useful to have an axe right now.
Jessica, or James actually, sorry. You know where you're needed. Something beneath. You notice that there's like the grill on the floor beneath where the others are standing. And you just get that kind of, oh, that's gonna end badly.
Y'all might want to step it over just a couple feet. I think we're about to get a visitor right there. Pointing to
I'll
the
step
Okay.
back. Yeah,
I'm
I
just
can
gonna
follow.
step back.
Yeah, I follow directions.
Yeah, just as you do, that kind of grate just gets slammed up against the ceiling with a fair bit of force, and kind of you see for like a second, like all the tentacles kind of just shoved it up, and they kind of like whip around for a second, and then like go down, and then you hear like you see one of the pipes that kind of comes out of the floor and then along the wall just kind of buckle and like widen as something just pushes through. And it's like heading along down towards the storage room. And it's like as the pipe widens like double what it was. Oh, I think you were muted, Vincent.
Vincent is dodging behind cover and going like, seriously, Jay, you make us look up and then it comes from down.
These hunts aren't precise. I mean, that's where you didn't want to be standing on that grate, right?
At least
I'll go jump down in there.
you what?
I step forward and just go down into the grate thing where it moved the grate.
It's kind of like a little well of water and with pipes kind of going off in different directions, like a drainage. And you can see quite a lot of the pipes that go off from it are kind of distorted and buckled from.
Well, I just recently, due to the failure earlier, gained preternatural speed. I'm not sure how the two connected, but I move pretty fast. Is it possible that I think once the grate comes up that I could step off and go into the sewer water and put a hand on this tentacle thing?
Oh yeah, it's like as it kind of zooms off, you're able to like the tentacles. Obviously, there's like a trail of its tentacles. You didn't really see the body, but the tentacles like a kind of wiggling around and leaving a long trail behind it. And as it goes into the pipe buckles, and you're able to like seconds. You're like in there in seconds and grabbing the last of the tentacles.
Yes, I'd like to do that thing and keep it from going away so that Bran can do stuff and Jess can do stuff and
I would like an act under pressure.
Sure.
That's what it's called. I always forget.
Well, I am
Never know if I'm-
chasing. Yes. And I think act under pressure is
I think
perfectly.
you've grabbed it. It's more about holding on.
Okay. So it's
So-
not chasing.
So basically, you're gonna be very near that thing, so I can't really start attacking it because I might actually hit
go
you.
ahead.
I
right.
think if you get a good roll, you might be able to pull it out enough to, you know.
I've got a -1. I'm not going to get a good roll.
Okay.
Oh, you spoke as a 10.
Yeah, you're like on it in seconds, grabbing the last tentacles and actually able to kind of pull it, not all the way, but you're still only getting, it's still just tentacles showing and not like a body on the other end. But there's like multiple tentacles. Some of them are whipping around, but you're able to kind of just swat them away, and you've got a handful of a few of them, and you've pulled, maybe 6 foot of tentacle out from this pipe.
Oh, well, just fire
meters.
upon tentacles, everyone. Just go ahead and hurt it a lot.
I am totally using my new combat magic, Ice. That adds one harm restraining. So I am trying to make that thing, freeze enough that it cannot instantly go back to where it came from. And also take 1 harm. Combat magic, so
That's
darn it,
kicking
I
ass, or is it
can't
using magic?
remember. Do I roll for what do I roll? Weird, because it's magical?
Just looking at your move. Where are they? There you are.
I can't remember.
I think it counts as a weapon.
So combat magic. When you use these spells to kick smash, you roll plus weird instead of tough. When you
Kick smash, then. Yeah.
sometimes you act under pressure to cast your spell without problems, and with that one, it looks
Yeah.
like so
I
it's
think,
weird.
but the ones that are more combat-y, definitely kicking smash.
Okay, so that's tough instead of weird.
No, but you can roll weird because it's combat.
Okay.
magic.
Awesome. So that is +3. Oh, that was not dice roller. Come on. Oh, for crying out loud.
Well, it's a 7.
Oh, right. Yes, it is. Oh, for a moment I was like, why am I failing all my rolls?
Yeah, you. So you're casting magic. What does your spell look like?
I'll shoot some very bright turquoise sort of ray of frosty stuff from my fingers. And that's the first time I'm actually using that, so I'm kind of surprised myself. Like, wow, that looked neat.
Yeah, you kind of the tentacles are just flinging around all over the place. Obviously, Morgan's got a good grip of 3 of them, but there's, it's hard to tell how many more there are because they're just flicking around very fast. And you fire your blast in, and I think as you're kind of blasting, multiple arms kind of creak to a halt, frozen, and one kind of wraps around your arm and kind of diverts the blast and causes a arc of frozen. You kind of crack pipes above you with the ice blast, and your arm is held up and squeezed, and you can even feel some punctures, causing 2 harm. And but yeah,
Actually,
more than half of those tentacles are kind of just halted in place.
I have 2 bases, blast and missile doesn't make sense in this. So actually that the blast would be 2 harm, magical, close, obvious, loud, and then the frost thing, it adds to the base, adds 1 harm, restraining. Yeah, so that's...
So you use a blast you're using?
Yes, because missile doesn't really, it's close in it doesn't make sense, does it?
Well, the pipes go, but it's not because your hand was diverted. It was just the blast just... And
yeah. Okay.
I think
did I take
Morgan,
harm?
Yeah, 2 harm from it.
Cool.
It's one of the tentacles grabs you, and Morgan, the big bunch of tentacles you're holding, they just kind of crack at one end and just fall off the body, and you're just holding they kind of they're all tentacly and slimy and where you're holding them, but then just a bit out from that, they're just frozen and crystal and shattered.
Let's try to pull, further in, try to pull it back, give more tentacly stuff than the frozen broken pieces.
Yeah, but Jessica, sorry, and Vincent.
I, for one, am just looking at the arms and going wait, those must be connected to some kind of body, and I'm trying to trace where they're coming from.
Well, they kind of go into the pipe, and you can see that there's definitely a bulge, a bit in maybe 2 meters into the pipe. It's definitely a bigger bulge, where you could assume that the body is kind of been stopped from escaping at the moment. And they can't go further because of
Right.
all the freezing.
That's where I point my gun at.
You fire, and there's like, the impacts of the pipe. Ooh. Okay. And your plus is like 6, 7? What's your bonus?
This is on tough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just a regular old 4.
I can't even help you.
Yeah. You do actually you fire your gun in, and you see like the bullet holes through this pipe, and you hear this horrible screech, and this pungent purple goo starts like dribbling out the holes, and you're pretty happy, and then you hear this like wet slaps sound behind you, of sort of thud.
Ha ha ha! Oh.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Shit!
Yeah, you basically face slam against the ground, kind of getting stunned, and suddenly you are going backwards down the corridor.
I would like to jump after him.
Ah!
Are you trying to protect someone, or are you just
I guess I could protect something using my jinx to jinx the thing trying to pull him. I don't know.
Or are you jinxing the thing trying to pull him, or are you trying to protect him? What's your kind of...
I guess it'd be better to protect him. I just don't know how that would work. I guess we could do that.
Well, it does seem to have specific stuff about
Let's see. Excellent.
I mean, you could jinx, you can make it unluckier, or you could just try and... Yeah, it's up to you. Oh.
You know what? I will try to protect him, but I'm not too good at protecting. But we'll see how this works. Yeah. Plus tough, which is +0. Yeah, that's a 5.
Yeah. I mean, by help protecting them, were you trying to like grab him, or were you trying to grab the creature? What was your kind of...
Probably my instinct, if he like gets dropped and starts getting dragged away, I'm probably like grabbing at him first.
Yeah, you like leap, and you you actually get him, and you're like, yeah, you've got him firmly in your hands, and yeah, you are also being pulled along very fast down the corridor.
Don't worry, I got you, Vincent. Wah!
Yeah, the creature kind of is going pretty fast, so you can't see. You can see that there's a kind of bulbous end to this. I mean, a squid is probably the nearest thing you could use describing it, but I mean that's not exactly what's on the end of all these tentacles. It definitely gets thicker at one end, and there may be eyes. Maybe it's hard to tell. And that kind of goes up the wall and into a air duct that is nearly as big as a person. Not quite though.
Oh.
And yeah, Minnie's starting to get pulled up that wall as well, and with James holding. Morgan, you're holding an armful of tentacles not attached to anything.
Pooh. I'll very quickly climb up out of those pipes, and do I see where the thing is gone? Or?
Yeah, it's kind of gone. When it's basically behind where the opposite direction of where you were kind of heading when you investigated. It's like down the corridor. It's like at the end of the door, under the corridor, there's like a boiler room, but just before the door, there's a ventilation shaft which they are getting pulled up into.
Oh, well, I'll go there and try to help them out.
Well, yeah, you can get there so quick. You're
I
like,
can. This is
'cause
nice.
you're preternaturally fast. So you were basically at the ventilation shaft. That's about the same time as Vincent's feet are going in.
Oh, that's not good. All right. Is it possible?
Which at least his feet fit in fairly easily without much.
Is he
need
upside
for
down?
compression.
The feet are going first, or is he?
It's the ventilation shaft is at the top of the wall, so I think he's facing the wall, kind of upside down.
I would like to reach down to grab some tentacles and see if I could do a bit of a drain upon it.
So you're kicking some ass.
Yes. All right. I'll go ahead and kick a bit of ass. Let's see here. For +2. And if I click the button rather than just hover over it, something happens. Oh, that's quite a bit of ass kicked. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so you can choose some options.
I would like to inflict terrible harm. And we do swap harm even on a 10+. So that's an 11. And I normally... Now, I guess I could claw it. Maybe make it let go. So I'll do that. And the claws are 2 harm. So that's 3 harm that I've done to the BC.
Was there any... And so you weren't draining, or were you?
Well, no, it means I have to kiss it. Plus, it does less harm.
I did not know that you had to kiss things for that. Oh yeah, I remember you've done that before.
Kind of intimate.
I think not kissing the thing is a good choice. Yeah, your claws just like slash through.
I guess we were trying to be sucking face, right? It's a tentacle.
Your claws like slash through the tentacles, and luckily Vincent was basically, I mean, he was upside down against the wall, but literally his head was still on the ground, so he just slumps back to the floor. And James is also Jessica's travels also come to a halt as the creature kind of zooms into the tunnel. And it kind of flicks you back though, and then slams you against the wall, kind of like denting a pipe. Morgan, in retaliation.
All right.
Bran, you kind of the creature, you kind of, it seems like you've got a pretty wounded creature there in front of you. It's the one that the first one is. There's still tentacles flicking around, but they're fairly feeble, and a lot of them have just been frozen off. And you saw where Vincent shot the creature. You just have this kind of mewling whine. It's quite pitiful coming from the pipe.
Okay, so I know exactly where it's supposed to be, or at least where Vincent shot.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to. Is it in the place that missile would make more sense than blast in this time?
If you want to just hit just the kind of head, I think either would make sense.
Okay, let's blast them. Blast that thing then, with some more eyes.
I think you just send the blast out, and it's just a last screeching groan, and then the tentacles just halt in place, just frozen. And like a couple of like where it's like very extended, the tentacles just crack and fall and shatter. And it's just.
I will quickly run to my friends. Are you okay?
Better now.
Morgan, are you okay?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. Wait, where did this thing go? I don't think we've killed it. We just took off some of its arms.
Did Vinny just ask if this is heaven? We're in the sewers, man. You're not okay.
Yeah, no. What?
Okay, Morgan, let's help him up and see if he can actually, I don't know, to be able to stand on his own feet or whatever.
I'll pick him up. He doesn't weigh a great deal.
Right.
Vincent, are you going to be all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You hear like a bumping. Seems like it's going up. Whatever's the creature in the ventilation shaft.
We should deal with this monster, and then we'll make sure you're all right. Vincent, if you want to stay here, there's no shame.
No, I'm fine.
Oh,
As long as you don't call this place a heaven again, okay? This is definitely not heaven.
well, I quickly kiss his forehead, and then I set him down gently, and then we...
Above.
And then it's like, no, not heaven.
Oh, snap!
I can confirm I can't feed off my own sadness.
Above you hear like
I'm just gonna kick Vincent a little bit. It's like, Vinny! And then I'm gonna follow Morgan.
yeah. Above you hear the sudden rapid steps of feet above on like the dance floor. Like suddenly there's running of a lot of people.
This is excellent. That means it's exposed, and all of us can attack it at once. Come, Jessica, let's go.
All right. Let's actually get some fighting done.
Okay, let's finish off the monster.
I think if you're going upstairs, you can hear screaming and commotion. Getting louder and louder.
I'm moving as quickly as I can. I don't want this beastie to get out.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You as
Yeah, we
you
just
arrive.
See her phew, go somewhere.
Yeah. As you see, yeah. Morgan, I guess that you get there first with your speed. You have to like duck as you come through the door. I think the bouncer comes like Rudy, kind of flies over your head, or would have hit you in the face if you didn't duck, and kind of hits the top of the stairs and lands with a thud. And you see the creature kind of its tentacles flicking. It's missing a couple from your claws, but it's like the tentacles just flicking out, knocking people over, and it's actually heading across the room. And I think
Is it a squid creature? All we've seen is tentacles. Does it actually have like a body of some kind?
it does. There is like instead of like it doesn't have a mouth at the base of the tentacles. It's actually at the end of the body. And
Wait, you don't have a drawing?
I don't. To be fair, actually, I had a half. I do have a half-finished drawing, but no, I don't have a finished drawing. And it's kind of a three-pronged beak, thing. It opens up in three ways, and kind of a mahogany, bone-like protrude teeth beak thing at the end. And it's ugly. It's the pale, clammy skin, and it's thrashing around. And Morgan is heading towards Jocelyn.
Oh, well, I just crossed my arms.
The rest of you arrive, but after that.
Oh, Rach. I'll go over there.
Did you see the delay, or did you?
They
Go
had
for
to
it,
have
Vinny.
seen the delay. It was a little
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah, you are you protecting Morgan?
Yes, I'm protecting.
Who
Rachel.
specifically?
Protect, but
Rachel.
well, I have to protect Jocelyn unless it's definitely going for Rachel. I'll make it look like I'm going.
It's
to protect-
unclear at this point who's it going for.
It's just got lots of tentacles. So
Yeah, it could be going for everyone.
I protected a great deal of things. I let's see. All right, to prevent harm.
Tough.
Oh yeah, that's a 10, and I get an extra. I'll hold the enemy back.
Yeah, it's like it kind of is mounting the the seating area with all the tentacles, like pulling chairs. I think it kind of yanks the chair out from under Jocelyn, and she just kind of like stands up gracefully as the seat's pulled away, and arms folded. And I think then a table also gets like flicked out, and she kind of just like takes a drink just in time. But yeah, you you kind of get it. I mean, how do you stop it? Are you going for the just push it back, or are you?
I think it's like a much more attractive Popeye scene with the huge kraken type beast, and she runs up and grabs it around its beaked headish thing and just pulls it back and
Yeah.
screams out, "I think your boyfriend's a little angry. Your boyfriend here, Jocelyn. This is your boyfriend. This ugly thing."
You kind of like yank it back, and the tentacles like are wrapping around you, and you're like pulling it back, and you're just like in the middle of everything, or just this swarm of tentacles. But you're holding it away.
Stop it!
Back.
It looks like I got them for free. It's focused all its attacks on me. Great.
I shoot. I might hit Morgan, but after that comment about the boyfriend.
I want that to be an act under pressure rather than kicking some ass, because
Yes.
I think you it can't reach you at the moment. It's being pinned. It's just, but it could. 5 and a
7. Yay!
Yeah. So yeah.
I probably hit both.
Yeah, I think you're gonna wing. You're gonna wing Morgan across the arm. Nothing too bad, one harm, but yeah.
Oh,
But
well,
there's like a splat of a purple ichor just like across the dance floor from your shots.
that's
But yeah.
okay. I am immortal. When I suffer harm, I suffer one harm less. So I don't care. It just looks so bad. I just get to make him feel guilty later.
Yeah, James. I was thinking James first, but Jessica and Bran. Or Jessica. What do you do, Jessica?
Seeing everyone lay into this thing, I think I'm just gonna let loose some hex magic, the big whammy, or aggressive form, and it's basically kick some ass, but I use weird. It's a 7, 9.
I know.
Yeah. Let's just let some lose some dark energy and some kind of bolt of some kind.
Morgan, you actually feel it go kind of slack for a bit, and like you could pull back out of the tentacles that were gripping you as it gets hit by like a thud of It's like an impact of magical energy.
Nope. I'm about to give it a kiss.
Okay, I was going to go to Bran, but I'm not going to get in the way of you kissing a squid. So, I just, yeah.
If I have time, I'm totally gonna take pictures of that.
You like?
And I'm gonna send it to Ty. You're missing all the fun.
So imagine Morgan's arms are like she's actually locked her fingers together because she's strong enough to kind of squeeze, and then she opens her mouth and you can actually see like this white energy she's pulling from it, and then we'll see if she actually pulls it off. So I guess we need to kick some ass here. How about I don't roll 4d6 but instead 2? Oh goodness, that is a 7, which means we trade some harm. And that's it. Yeah, just trade some harm. One harm of life drain on this creature.
Yeah. Speaking of disgusting things, in my James style, a kiss is a kiss. Kisses aren't go on mouths.
Okay, well,
I think that's where you kind of grabbed it. That's just what happens to be what you can kiss, and so I'm not even gonna let you have you suffer harm. But yeah, you kind of There's like the beak inside the beak. There is like a tongue, and it just looks like I don't know. I mean, it does have some sort of shape, this tongue, but it looks like butcher's offal. It does not look good. It's hard to, And so do you actually have to get physical contact, or is it intimate, or is it close? Or what's the range on it?
It's intimate, and I was actually imagining it was a bit like this picture. And if you
there's the picture. I'll say it's that you don't actually have to touch, but let's shorten that distance to about 5 centimeters, a few inches. So you're right up in there, but not touching. I think from everyone else's point of view, you basically French kiss this thing, and
that's perfectly fine.
And it just starts kind of.
Yeah, that's good. I'm good. I was just saying how I had it in my head, but if the lips need to get on it, that's cool.
You aren't actually touching. It's just, but everyone else is like a few meters back. They can't see that you're not actually. To them, it just looks like you are French kissing, and it's kind of like the swooning. It's kind of like that World War II photo of the, Victory Day of the soldier kissing a nurse. It's kind of drooping from the kind of energy drain, and it seems to be, it can just be finished off, I think.
I am totally taking a picture of that and sending it to Ty. You're missing all the fun.
Yeah. Do you guys just let this happen until it goes down? Because it seems to be not fighting back anymore.
I think Jessica just kind of looks and goes, "Huh, I never would have thought."
Yeah, if it looks like it's dying for this, I'm totally just keep taking pictures. This is the best girls' night out ever.
Jocelyn kind of like steps up beside Bran and just like looks into the photos you're taking and just watch it. Doesn't say a word. And the creature just drops with a thud.
That's what I call a kiss.
Nice job, Morgan.
Vincent, dear, I think you'll have noticed how I have not said a word. I will continue not saying a word.
Hey, you had open goals for comments like, I mean, she was saying some stuff about it being your boyfriend, but obviously it was hers.
Now, Vincent, you're better than that.
Yes. Sorry.
I need some
Hello,
alcohol.
Morgan.
Hello,
I'm gonna go
Jocelyn.
I'm gonna go get a drink for Morgan. She definitely needs a drink after that one.
Well, you owe me, Jocelyn. I saved your life, so just keep that in mind.
Oh, I will keep this night in mind very often. You can see she just wants to say more things, but she's
Vincent
being
makes a
committed.
face at her mentioning that it's going to be in her mind, and like,
Yeah. Joey kind of approaches and is like, yeah, do you guys want to, before I call animal control, do you want to be here when that happens?
nope.
Nope, definitely not.
We should go. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joseph. We should go.
I can expect a free meal at Zarelli's.
Yeah, and maybe two.
Cheers. Yeah, you've kind of an open door, but of course you can. There's no one. The bar staff are not bothering, not hanging around the bar. I think they've run away, and the bouncer's unconscious. So the bar's open for you if you want to grab drinks.
I'm grabbing a bottle.
Yeah, I'll grab a couple bottles, hand one to Brandwin. I'll drop like a 20 on the bar and leave.
And
Okay.
so ends a successful girls' night out.
I can see us, walking away. Everybody has some sort of bottle, and we're drinking and laughing, and we're all looking at Morgan's pictures, the kiss pictures, and she's like, "No, why did you take them?" It's like, "No, give me back my phone. This is an awesome picture. I already sent it to Ty."
Ladies, we gotta do this more often.
I know, right? This was relaxing. Letting some steam off.
Yes. Well,
So good idea, Morgan, to go that place.
Yeah, glad you suggested it.
you're most welcome. I need a new dress.
Right.
Yeah, you've got a bit of a purple goo on you.
We walk off in the sunset.
And credits roll. And pina coladas.
Oh,
The
good
end.
stuff. Good stuff. That was great. Thank you, Alex, so much. I always love this game.
I was not expecting you to kiss the script.
That was my favorite moment. I'm gonna kiss that thing. What? Wait. Pictures.
Yeah. Well, anything for the team.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if we can do Rose of the Thorns if you like, but I don't know if you have to just run.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop out at this point because I really need my sleep. It is getting late. So thank you very much for running the game.
Yeah.
It was fun. I like this crew and I like this game. So
It's a
Very
fun
cool.
bunch of characters.
Awesome. Yona, thank you for joining us.
see you guys later.
Cool. Have a good night.
Bye.
Close some windows.
Sweet. I'll go ahead and stop broadcast. We can do Rose of the Thorn if you want.